Baker Mayfield talked about his second year in the same system with all his offensive weapons back, and how big of an advantage is that for Baker Mayfield?
Absolutely. I think, I talked to you guys about the jump from after the bye week to the second half of the year. And, just the more reps and the more, times you're around these guys and explaining thought process and the communication when it comes to certain schemes is so important. So I think, the more we're doing that, and obviously as time goes on, it's only going to get better for all of us. Donovan looks incredible right now. He looks like he's in really, really good shape, running around. Obviously, he's a smart guy that we were able to, plug and play. He knows his role and knows exactly what his job is. But it's great to have that same group back, the camaraderie in that room, and to, hit the ground running. We've talked about a lot of things. We grew a lot over the last year, and, we're continuing that. So it's exciting to have O back, obviously, after the injury, and have an even healthier Jarvis and just have that room all together again.
So, Dennis, that's kind of the thing. The offense kind of becomes second nature. He doesn't have to think as much about things. I think that's the reason there could be a pretty significant jump for Baker.
Yeah, I'm with you. When you've got the relative continuity of the coaching staff, and then you've got your targets coming back, and you have your running game coming back intact, it's got to make it easier for Baker Mayfield. I would never say easy for Baker Mayfield, easier, because I can't even imagine how difficult it is to play quarterback in the NFL. I would argue the toughest job in professional sports. So he's got a lot going on, but it helps to have people he's familiar with. And you get to, even with routes, I mean, if you continue throwing to the same guy or the same guys, you know what their routes look like. And not every route runner is the same. They may all have the assignment to run a go route or a fly route or a hook or whatever, shallow cross. But they all have different ways of going about it, even if it's slight. And to have the same dudes that you're throwing to over and over, you're going to get a feel for that more and more, and hence more accuracy, I would think.
The other thing that he alluded to is the thought process behind the coaches and what they're thinking. That gives him the ability to understand where the second level and where the hidden doors in each play are. And I think that's another reason you're going to see a nice jump by Baker Mayfield.
Yes, and the other thing too, again, we're heaping plaudits on the Browns. Why not? I mean, it is only June, so we can go ahead and be optimistic about the Browns. But the receiver group, in addition to the running backs and Baker Mayfield, high football IQs. There's no question about it. You heard Mayfield referencing Donovan Peoples-Jones saying, he was able to plug and play, and he came to the league as with a reputation, very smart guy. So not only are you, dealing with continuity, but you're dealing with smart guys anyway. So you figure that they'll be able to think the game along with you if you're the quarterback.